Message from Asana Mahatari. At this moment, every person on this earth, whether he led a lightful or light-poor existence, will look in the mirror of his soul and confront him with the deeds committed or missed. What has occurred so far in the process of dying will be experienced by every person fully consciously and outside of space and time on this day. God's grace is infinite, and in this way every person will have the opportunity for repentance, self-reflection, and return to the light. That is, before people and the worlds are separated, this field of grace is activated and all people are given the opportunity to return to God for the last time and go out of darkness into the light. Cancellation of time on the God's God as time dissolves more and more, as this earth turns into a higher field of vibration, while people wait for the redeeming day X and while you look forward to your transfiguration full of longing, behind the scenes at God's begun the complete cancellation of time is being prepared. This means, even if time dissolves noticeably and many people consciously perceive it, the cancellation of time has a completely different quality and dimension. I am a human among people, a master among masters, light under lights and divine consciousness, which witnessed the birth of this humanity and helps shape the transfer of humanity into the light on many levels. I am Master St. Germain and in this human existence as Asana Mahatari in the middle of you. Let's now look at what this transmission today is about. We are talking about the cancellation of time and the grace, which every person, before the new apartments are occupied, becomes part of. Understanding contrasts, mastering challenges. Today we are experiencing on the one hand the disintegration of morals and on the other hand a so far unique turn of more and more people into the light. With each passing day, the dynamics of change increase. The light reveals all the evil and at the same time it causes people's hearts to heal and more spiritual seekers find their way back into the divine vibration. The contrasts between luminous and lightless manifestations are visible and could hardly be greater. And so the challenges for the individual can also be compared with nothing so far. The revelations are fulfilled and that in every respect. Changes are taking place at all levels of human society that break all ideas and exceed any previous level. And so this process of transformation, revelations, and healing is continued until humanity has reached the level of consciousness that enables divine intervention in which time is stopped. Last opportunity for repentance. At this moment, every person on this earth, whether he led a lightful or light-poor existence, will look in the mirror of his soul and confront him with the deeds committed or missed. What has occurred so far in the process of dying will be experienced by every person fully consciously and outside of space and time on this day. God's grace is infinite and in this way every person will have the opportunity for repentance, self-reflection, and return to the light. That is, before people and the worlds are separated, this field of grace is activated and all people are given the opportunity to return to God for the last time and to go out of darkness into the light. Due to the fact that I am allowed to inform you of this today and bear witness to it, it can be assumed that this day is near and less than a generation of people away. This is what this humanity is heading for, and the revelations will not only fulfill themselves, but will be wonderfully overfulfilled. What needs to be considered until then? 1. Please use all your energy to heal yourself. All your bodies should be healed of the wounds of the times and your being should vibrate in harmony with all divine. 2. Stay alert. This means, the powers of darkness will not leave this world voluntarily. Many of these entities reverse, but a hardcore will offer everything to continue to deceive humanity. Hologram of the false Messiah. And the greatest deception that is currently being prepared is the creation of a hologram in which a false Messiah is to be presented to the whole world. I tell you, the first signs of heaven are of dark origin. God reveals himself to you afterwards, for all people who love God, in another easily recognizable way. In the revelations of God, you recognize yourself as divine and every separation is lifted. Love floods your heart and fusion with God is your only wish. On this day and in this moment, every separation is overcome and every fear has severed from your heart. Quite different with the revelations of darkness. Internalize the difference and recognize on the day that comes what it is and what you are dealing with. After a good part of humanity has rejected the first and dark manifestation in the sky, the revelations of light begin to show the revelations of God and to fulfill the human hearts. In all the events that are still pending until then, be sure, everyone who loves God is under His protection. No one will suffer or a hair will be bent. 3. And as a third point, I meant, strengthens the bond between heaven and earth. Firm the connection between your heart and all luminous divine aspects. The connection to the good, the focus on love, the constant closeness to God is the only treasure that no one can dispute with you. That's what matters now and in the future. Everything is being prepared for this big day. It is the day on which humanity receives the last wake-up call from the source of all being. And with every day we get closer and closer to this moment. The great time of grace of God has now begun. What has been so far was the preparations for it. All people will see the great light that they themselves are. Many will retreat and some will ascend straight into the heavens. It's coming. Be one of those who find perfection in the embrace with God. Remain who you are and enter the imperishability of all being into the light. Your longing will be satisfied and full of longing you will be expected. The day without time is your springboard into the light and the platform for meeting your family. And all events, inside and outside, are heading towards this day and every new experience gets you in the mood for it. Everything is prepared and everything is waiting for you.